Alright, so I'm long overdue for another Jailbreak Tweaks of the Week video. You guys keep on watching them, I keep on making them. I really do appreciate all of your support. Of course, let's go through some awesome tweaks of the week. Today's Monday. So this first tweak is called No Thumbnail. So now basically you launch up the camera application and normally there's like a thumbnail on the bottom left corner there. But with this tweak, No Thumbnail, it's not going to appear on the bottom. So for privacy reasons, this is an awesome tweak. And fun little fact, I unboxed the iPhone 7, it was a friend's phone, and the person had like an explicit picture on the bottom left corner there. It was a, this tweak will be perfect, just hides the thumbnail on the bottom left corner. Now this next tweak is called ShortLook. Now ShortLook, I gotta say, this might be my favorite jailbreak tweak, and man, it's something so simple, but it's so effective at the same time. And all it is going to definitely completely change the way how you get notifications or receive notification on your iPhone. And let me just show you guys the test notification, and this is how it looks. Very, very minimalistic. You can see the icon, you can see the contents. It's just amazing, and it's amazing attention to detail, because let's do that again. You can actually see the text is matching with the icon on the top there. So if it's blue, it'll be a blue text on the bottom there too. So subtle details like that. Just imagine your iPhone 10 is on the wireless charger. You can see the icon, and it's not lighting up the entire screen, so it's definitely going to save on battery life too as well. And here are some of the options here. So you can show your contact photos instead of like showing the messages icon. And then you even have like more options here. I'm not going to go through all of them right here, but you have another option where it's just going to take you to the lock screen, but I like it how it just shows the icon and that's it. Now this next tweak is called Safari Plus, and all it is going to supercharge your Safari application. Now let's go into the settings and let's see what kind of settings to configure. I'm just going to show you guys the downloads. That's really the whole point of me even downloading this, to be honest with you guys. But if I go into the general, you have your force HTTPS. Wait, I said that wrong. HTTPS, and that's always a good thing. It's just a secure connection always. You have open a new tab option, upload any file, which is a handy feature. You have a bunch of options to configure here. But let me just show you guys how to download stuff in Safari. You just go into your site, so you can download music, videos. In this case, I have some non-copyrighted music. Let's download this right here, for example. You're gonna download it, of course. This doesn't matter. It's gonna come with some options on the bottom here, and you just gotta select download. You can download two, but it's gonna ask you where you want to download the file, but we're just gonna download it into our downloads file. So now this is our downloads folder, and the song that I just downloaded is this. So we're gonna tap on that. We're gonna show in Filza. And right now I'm having some difficulty with this. It was working a second ago. So since it's not showing in Filza, it's no fair. All you gotta do is just launch the Filza application. And we're gonna go into our downloads folder. And to get to the downloads folder, you just go into the var. Well, let me go way back. You go into private, you go into var, you go in all the way down to mobile. If I can find it, where is mobile? There it is. Downloads, and here's your downloads folder. Now the song that I just downloaded, you just tap on edit. You tap on the song, you tap on copy right down there, and you're just gonna go into the star. Now the star, you can get into your music library very, very quickly. And then once you get this prompt, it's okay. Just letting you know it's just not activated. You just wait, and then now you just tap on edit, and you tap on it's supposed to be paste. Oh, you just tap on the clipboard. That's it. Alright, and then now it's going to copy your song, and there it is right there on the fly. Of course, you can name the track, you can configure the title and all of that, the album art maybe, but that's all. Once you download that, you can launch your Apple Music. I don't know why it's showing that, but here it is right here, rejection. And yeah, that's how you download songs off the internet and put it into your music library. Very, very simple. And same thing with video. You can download a video, but I'm trying to figure out how to get it into your camera roll. I just got to find a directory for that. But PDFs, anything you want, you can download it right there using this tweak called Safari Plus. And it's free, so you can't beat free. And download Filza is also free too as well. Alright, so now this next tweak is called CrashReporter, and I highly recommend you guys install this right away. Basically all it is gonna give you a report. So if my settings app crash, it's gonna actually show you why it crashed. It might be due to a bad tweak the tweak that's interfering with it, or any applications for that matter. It might be YouTube, Twitter, and it's gonna just show you the actual suspect, the main suspect of why this settings or this app crashed. And it even shows you like the last tweak you installed, so it may be interfering with the settings application or for that application. So very handy tweak. I highly recommend you guys install it, especially if you're having issues with your device. You can see exactly what's wrong with your device, or what's wrong with that application, I should say. Now this next simple tweak is called NoLoPowerAlert. So basically it's going to get rid of that low power banner or that pop-up prompt saying you're on 10%. It's going to get rid of it altogether. If you find that annoying, it's just going to get rid of it. Free to download. And it works. Now next up we have ModernXI. Now it's going to change your notification center completely, so you guys can see. This kind of reminds me of the Apple Watch, but I don't like the fact how it doesn't have nothing on the top, so I can't see the text. But if you look at it closely, you'll see it says Instagram. So yeah, if you look at it closely, it says Instagram. But I just don't like it. Maybe you guys will like it, and keep in mind it is not compatible with ShortLook, so it's not gonna work well together. So just keep that in mind. You guys might like it, you guys might not like it, but hey, everybody have different opinions. Another simple tweak, this one is called NoLowPowerAlert. So now you guys can see I'm not even on low power mode. So when you enable low power mode, it's going to basically not auto unlock your iPhone within that 30-second mark, which is very handy because 30 seconds is very quick, and it's going to put it back to that default. So it's going to be back to like a minute or two, whatever you set it your default, if it wasn't on low power mode. So now the default, instead of it being 30 seconds, is going to be to 1 minute. Next up, we have a tweak called Volbrate. So that's with a VOL Brate. And all it is going to put some kind of feedback. It's going to add some kind of feedback to your volume. So if I put it down all the way, it's going to vibrate. And if I put it up all the way to the max, it's gonna vibrate again, letting you know you to the maximum volume. So that's all what it does. Next up, we have a tweak called Spring Plus 11, and basically this is the Spring to Mind's alternative. Shout out to all the Jailbreak veterans. You could change your lock screen elements. You could disable the camera, hide the dots. You could basically just change anything you want for the most part. Every little aspect, every little detail. Hide this, hide that. You could do that with Spring Plus 11. So many settings to configure. And you can also clean the caches and respring if you have any problems. That's Spring Plus 11. So many things to do, and it's free. Now, this next simple tweak is called Wi-Fi Passwords. Now, you know, this is a very handy tweak, and it's not going to really take too much. I'm actually going to blur out everything here so you guys can't see it. Actually, it is already blurred, so you guys can't see it anyway. And all it is, let's say you at a friend's house, and your friend stepped out for a second, and you bring another friend over, and that person asks, what's the Wi-Fi password? You could see the Wi-Fi password without calling your friend or texting your friend or anything like that. So this is a very handy dandy tweak. I highly recommend it. It is free, and man, I love it so much. A lot of great times, a lot of great memories with this tweak right here, and this is an old school tweak. Next up, we have a tweak called Type Status 2. And Type Status 2 is going to basically show you when your person is typing. So if you get an iMessage, you're going to get something on the bottom. So, let me focus that in for you guys. I apologize. So let me just show you guys real quick. If you look on the bottom, let's do a little test. You guys can see there's something on the bottom. So it lets you know when your person is typing. You can get a read by this person. And it's a very handy tweak, so you actually know you about to get a text before it actually comes to your phone. If you have an older iPhone, you'll get the status on your your status bar, instead of being on the bottom. Now this next tweak is called HapticKeyboard, and basically the name is pretty self-explanatory. As I'm typing, it just feels like you actually typing. You know, it's a nice little haptic feedback, and that's exactly what it is. Now, this next tweak is called Preference Organizer 2. And all it is, if you install a lot of tweaks like me, and you go into your settings, you have a lot, it's like a long list of settings here. And what this tweak does is going to just make everything nice and neat. It's going to organize everything for you. So as you guys can see on the bottom, you have system apps, you have tweaks, app store apps. If I go into the tweaks, here are all my tweaks here. If I go into the system apps, They're all right there on the fly. But I gotta say, this tweak is it's a little glitchy. Sometimes my settings application crash, but it's gonna probably improve throughout time anyway. Now this next tweak I can't show you because I actually have this feature. This is going to enable portrait lighting on the iPhone 7 Plus and only on the 7 Plus. And I feel like Apple could easily put this in iOS 12. This doesn't have to be an exclusive feature to the iPhone 8 Plus and the iPhone 10. So it's going to just enable portrait lighting. So if I go into my camera, you guys can see, if I go into the portrait, you guys can see those little options there. So natural light, you get all those options on your iPhone 7 without ever upgrading to the iPhone 8 or iPhone 10. CCClearModule background, or BG. It's gonna just change your control center, get rid of like the modules basically, and it's just gonna make it a clean look. It's just gonna make everything clean. Maybe this might be a cup of tea, maybe not, but I gotta say it looks cool. Oh, and by the way, this tweak right here is called Imperium, where it hides the media controls and it just replaces it with gesture controls. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If I double press it, it's supposed to pause, but it's not doing that. But maybe with a couple of updates, it'll probably improve. This next tweak right here is called Sleepy Time. You can go into your alarms. I have an alarm here now. It's basically going to give you that time limit. So you have 12 hours until 7:40 a.m. Very cool tweak. I see Apple adding this sometime in the future iOSs or something like that. Pretty cool. I don't know why Apple didn't include this in iOS 11, but hopefully in the future of iOS 12 or even iOS 13, where you could just tap and hold the Wi-Fi, it'll go to your settings app and launch the Wi-Fi settings right there. So maybe you want to connect to a different Wi-Fi, you could do that real quick. And most importantly, you could do the same thing with Bluetooth. So you want to connect to your car stereo, you could do that. Mostly just the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. Let me see if oh yeah, it works for cellular too. Cellular. Doesn't work for AirDrop though, and that's to be expected. Now this next tweak is called Compatimark, and it's just an indicator letting you know that this tweak is compatible with my device. Now the yellow shield is indicating that it is from this tweak, so this is where the tweak is coming from this repo, which I throw it down below. But this one here is blue because it's not from this repo. So it's just letting you guys know. Don't you ever hate when you show somebody a picture and they start swiping through your pictures, and then you might get caught up? Oh man, I screenshot something earlier that I don't want nobody to see. But with this tweak called No Swipe, you just activate this activated gesture. Activator is compatible with my iPhone 10. I have a double press on the status bar and it's gonna lock my screen, so they can only look at this screen and they cannot swipe, or they can't even pinch to zoom. So I wish they can have some kind of pinch to zoom within maybe an update or something like that. But I just hate the fact you show somebody one picture and they just start swiping and then eventually you might have some kind of screenshot or something, a picture that you don't want nobody to see. It can work with Safari. So if I launch my Safari application here, I could double press it, so I'm just locked here. So it can work on any application too as well. That is called Don't Swipe. And Activator is just a classic. If you've been jailbroken, you know what Activator is. And all it is just actions that you can perform while either you're in the application or the home screen. And let's say I want to 3-touch the status bar, I can have it perform these actions here. I can open up the music app, I can pause my music, and just a list of actions that you can have your device by doing that command. And last but not least, finally, this tweak is called Latchkey. Now Latchkey, very minimalistic tweak. Oh my god, let me not have my Face ID scan. You guys see my my lock up there? It's now, instead of it being a huge lock right there, it just put it on the left side of the ear, and you can actually customize that lock. Let me show you guys the scanning animation. So yeah, it's really nice and minimalistic. Nice and small there, subtle, but you can see it there though. So I can go into the themes, so you can have the Apple default, which is the Apple one. You have the color lock, the duck, the Face ID white. You even have the middle finger. And that's pretty much it for the tweaks of the week. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And I gotta say, lately the tweaks been a little bit on the dry side, but I've been really digging hard for these tweaks for you guys. I'm here to tweak up your phones, make them awesome, make them cool. And before I even head up out of here, this theme right here is called AsteriOS. So this theme right here looks very cool and kind of remind me of other themes. I'm starting to think these themes are looking like the same though. And of course, I throw my wallpaper link down below so you guys can download it. Now another thing too I want to address, if you're having problems updating Cydia helper, and that's going to allow you to update Cydia properly. And if you lost your Cydia icon or you lost Cydia, you just got to update this thing properly. You can download this DEB, just tap on download, you launch it up in Filza and just install it, and you should have another icon on your springboard, and this is the icon, and you just tap on update Cydia right on there. And if you don't have Filza and you need Filza, I throw the tweet box link down below. You can install that without Cydia with no problem. Alright guys, that pretty much concludes today's video. If you guys did find this video helpful, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new around here for more Apple, jailbreak, gaming, you name it, I film it. And make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Comment down below if you have any questions or concerns. And other than that, it's your boy Pops, and I catch you guys in my next video. Peace.